I think we're on, right? But I want to talk about the new Biden, stimulus program. Well, it's not called a stimulus program. It's an IRA. And they're trying to stop the inflation. So the inflation program really is creating inflation in one sense because they're giving out a lot of money that you don't have to pay back, a lot of money you don't have to work for, but this is money just because you live in America. A lot of it is not even citizenship required or whatever. If you're paying taxes and you're here, legit, you're okay. For a lot of this stuff. And it's huge. I mean, this stuff is going to be really big. It's not going to be for a few weeks. They just passed the Senate, and that was the hard part. And so it's called the IRA. What the heck is it called? Inflation Reduction Act. It's sort of like me writing headlines for TikTok videos. I try to get a headline to get your attention so I could teach you something. So whether this is really an inflation reduction or not, but it'll help you. It will help reduce your debt. It will help you reduce the problems you have in your life. That's what it's going to reduce more than inflation. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody really knows. People are guessing, say maybe a little bit. But what it will do is reduce the pain in your life. The pain of things like you paying electricity bills, heating bills, cooling bills, all that. There are grants in there up to $14,000 and their income. Some are income related, some are not. So, and the income is sort of like, well, maybe $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 is you can't make over. That's the income. But there's other for the same thing that are not income related. So it doesn't matter how much you make. Whether fixing up your house, make it weatherization so you could cut down your heating bill. They say that if you use this money, the $14,000 to fix up your house, you will save $140,000 over the next 25 years. Hear that? Investing $14,000 of the government's money, not your money, you save $140,000. Now that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And the way to find out about the details always is through your elected official. Anything that is almost coming because they have to go to the House is going to vote on it, and they're going to knock it out of the park. That shouldn't be a problem. Then he'll sign it. So that'll take about a week or two for it to become an official law. The hard part was the Senate, and they did that already. So that's over with. It doesn't matter what party you are, Democrat or Republican or a nincompoop party like me. It's for anybody living here. and so you have the right to it. That's all I do. I don't care who the hell does it. I just want to tell people that it's there, man. And the rich people are going to bleed the hell out of this. And if you're not rich, you're not going to know about it because you can't hire a high-priced attorney to go and lobby Congress. I'm the best you got, baby. And I'm free or $20 at the most. That's the most I charge them. It's $20. But and that's letsgohelp.com. But I also have a lot of free stuff. You don't have to give me any money to learn this kind of stuff. And a lot of free stuff on letsgohelpfree.com. So if you go to letsgohelpfree.com, you could download a lot of reports that tell you all this kind of stuff, get you started on the way. It's really just eliminating the mystery. You think it's hard because you haven't done it before. You thought riding a bike was hard, but once you did it, shit, that's easy, right? You thought driving a car was hard. Oh, shit, once you did it, that's easy. You thought the computer's going to be hard, but oh, shit, you did it, and that's easy. Oh, it's the same thing, with government pro. Once you use it a little bit, oh, that's easy. They're just people like you and I. You don't have to know what to say. You just have to know how to be nice and just say please, and persevere, because you're not going to get a home run every time you pick up the phone. Every time. And that's the other thing. You've got to use the phone more than the internet. Get the hell off the internet if you want money. Get the hell off the internet if you want money. Because all you're going to find, unless you're really good at it, is people who want to sell you stuff like me. You go to Google, find Google government grants, you're going to find me, and I want $20 from you. And other people want 20,000 because I used to build that kind of stuff. So it's dangerous waters because 99, 44, 100% of the stuff in Google is people that want your money. And so if you don't have money, you definitely don't want to spend money to get out of financial problems. And that's why I have letsgohelpfree.com that shows you people you could call, okay? People you could call and not even use the internet to get problems solved, to find government money programs, to find other people that read. Oh, I love the infomercials. Yeah, they were fun doing it. They don't work anymore. See, and I used to spend tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it. Now, as long as I act like an idiot on TikTok, I can do those for free. So that's why it's easy to start a business now, any kind of business. Right? All the marketing is free. You just have to learn it. And you can learn anything. We all can. We just think we don't know because we haven't tried it. Well, go get out and try it, you dumb bastard. That's what my father used to say. So if you don't try, you're going to die. And that's it. Nobody cares. See, that's what used to stop me. I used to think if I failed at something, everybody would see a big F on my forehead walking down the street, and they'd point at me. Nobody gives a shit if you fail. Nobody cares. Everybody's worried about their own life, not what you do. So don't worry about impressing anybody. You impress people really when you do something. And even if you fail, then that's right. The more you fail, the more you're likely to do. And that's what it is. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money. So if I didn't keep at it, man, I never would have had a career. So you just fail, and get it. But let's go back to Biden stuff because this is very important. I love the uncensorship. Yeah, they wouldn't let me curse like this on Larry King or Oprah or anything like that. That's what's neat about this stuff. I could say whatever the fuck I want. But, okay, so now, here's what's in here. Okay, one for cars. You want to buy an electric vehicle? Okay, through the tax system, but it's really a grant. So don't worry. Taxes. I don't even pay taxes. Doesn't matter. You don't pay taxes. You still, get these things. So you wanted to. Where do I go for dental grants? Well, you go to needymeds.org. Needymeds.org. Okay. Now and go to. There's a section there just on benefits for consumers, and there's a dental section, and you could get a listing of all the free and low-cost dental sections in your state. Now, what you do with that, you just don't look who's free for free. You call people. You have to call. You call dentists who offer free or low cost, and if they say no, you're not eligible, ask them where else. And you make 50 calls like that. Man, if you want to solve that problem, that's what you're going to have to do. But it's a pain in the ass. So people don't like doing it. But you may get lucky otherwise. But if you don't want to rely on luck and you want increase your chances 1,000%, you call 50 people in the next week about help for dental help. Don't just go Google for 5 months and never get anything. No, you can't do that. I remember seeing your commercials back in the 90s. Yes, I was a young man back then. I probably didn't even have gray hair. 90s, when you think of it. 90s, that's 20, 30 years ago. Man, follow the host. Join, right? But, okay, so back to the Biden stuff. Really big. $500 billion they're spending on this. Okay, here's what it for you. Home. You're going to fix up your house. You're going to get new appliances. You're going to cut your utility bills and everything. This is long-term stuff. You get solar put on, all this kind of stuff. Now, they're going to pay a lot of money for you to do this. You may or may not have to kick in some. It depends. So everything's flexible. You've got to get the details. I mean, I'm showing you the headlines, the possibilities. Everybody is not including in every possibility. So that's why it takes your work to go out there and find the ifs, ands, or buts to see if you could shoehorn yourself into that. And then if you can't, then what you do is ask them for other people. Don't stop because one person said no. No, that's like stop because one cheerleader said no, won't go to the prom with you. Well, you got 12 other cheerleaders. You ask them all, man. That's the way you get anything. Have no idea how to navigate. Okay, tell Magic Mary. Magic Mary, you can email her at letsgohelp@gmail.com. If you remember Let's Go Help, I know it's very confusing. If you get pissed off at us, I'm happy to return your money. Don't worry about that. But the way to get help, if you're not on the site, if you're on the site, if you're on the closed Facebook group or Let's Go Help Too, just ask a question, because then our people will fly in, will helicopter in and answer your question. Now, we also have free training, free video training. Every week there's 2 or 3 programs where you can sign up for free training. Everything is free. Once you pay your $20, you don't have to pay any more. At Maya Casino, I'm in the lobby of a really cute hotel in Washington, D.C. And they have a big coffee shop in the lobby. I love, after I work, I go and work at my workout now. I used to be running 6 miles a day. Now I walk 6 miles a day. I'm an old guy and I trip too much. So I walk my 6 miles, I come here, work for a while, and then go home, wash, and then work some more. I love this. This is a work. I haven't worked in 40 or 50 years. And I just can find nothing better to do in life, and it's so satisfying to me. You'll see me here if I ever turn bald. Man, if I'm almost 80, I'm 79, and I still have a head of hair. It's just different colors now, right? That's it. So that's it. So let's go help@gmail.com. Let us get you on the site. Let us get you going. There's a lot of help there, and what's really in the help is Let's Go members. Let's Go members are helping people more than I am. I'm a lazy old man. Hardly, but I can't do it all. And members are just kicking it, man, because they show you what they've done, how they've done it, things like that. And that's better than me telling you. I'm some ivory tower guy who just reads about this stuff. I don't apply every day like the members do. They're in there, in the ground level. They're fighting the game. They're in the war. They're Chechen soldiers. People in Washington are just sending money. That's like me. I'm not fighting on the ground like our members are. So they're the valuable thing to me, are those members. And that's what you get, I think, more than anything. And also kindness. Man, if you join this thing and you like to yell at people like a lot of people do on the internet, man, I'll give you every penny you ever gave us. Just send you on your way. Nobody wants that. You get that for free. You don't want to pay and have somebody yell at you. Call you knees. So you're not ready to be kind. Be kind to us and don't apply. Because it's not worth it. I mean, that's what most of us have, stress, and we die from stress, I think, more than anything else, because everybody's making us life stressful. You make it easy, but it's not. Of course it's not. I've been trying since I paid to be a member. Have you asked us questions? Have you gone to the site, the free video training? We have 2 or 3 programs every month. You have to ask questions. It's not going to, pop up and bite you in the butt. We have to show you where to go. You have to take those sources, follow it up, use the phone as much as possible. That's how you get things done. You may get it easy, and maybe there's a link, and that happens. But if it's difficult, and you have difficulty, then that's probably not going to happen, because you would have had easy stuff by now. So, for a new start, homeless, okay? See, what you're thinking about homeless or worried about homelessness, well, if you're worried about paying your rent, there's a whole bunch of rent programs, and they're not only at the federal level. There's emergency rent assistance program. There's still a lot of money at your local level. If you go to your state financial housing authority, they have a listing of everybody in your state that has the national program. But see, what you're missing besides the national program is the local programs, and they have rent money, to stop you getting, thrown out of your apartment or house or whatever it is. There was a story today that this woman, I was listening to a newscast today, and a woman, she was going to the national program, no more rent money. She found a local nonprofit. That's where it is, too. You have to do that, but you may have to make 10, 20 calls to do that. Local nonprofits are, the ones are the true heroes in this that help people. So the big programs are, for everybody, the PPL or PPP and all that kind of stuff, like for small business. But there's more small business money at the local level right now. But it's in different places all over, so it's not organized. So you have to get organized yourself to find it. The government's never going to get organized. You got to give that up, man. waiting to be the government to be easy. Shit, I've been waiting for 40 or 50 years. I've been doing this. That's why I said, shit, I'm starting this thing. And that's what Let's Go Help is. It's a place where you could come in one place and find out where to apply for every goddamn grant you're eligible for. And that's what Let's Go Help is. That's what I'll be doing till I die, because I was waiting for the government to do this and to do it for free, or now I charge $20. That's to keep people employed, that we could keep doing this. Now, the other thing too, what we do with your $20 is we give the money back. If we make a profit, and we have for the last year, we gave over like $340,000 back to members, okay? And we give it out in donations of $1,000 or $500. People really need help, and you could apply for that grant. And we give about 60, 70 out a month now. And the deadline for the next one is September 4th. So you could apply for that. Everybody could apply for that. You just tell us in one sentence. It's the easiest grant you'll ever have in your life. It's one sentence. You tell us how you would spend $1,000, okay? And that's all you need. And there's two other very important things. Is your name and your email, so we can send you the money. That's all, man. It's the easiest guy in the world. Oh, somebody is a scam alert. I have asked in the help section. All I get is a message from someone who will get back to me. I don't think that's us. Lewis, if that you said you asked for a help section, are you sure you're in the Facebook section? I mean, the group is in Facebook. Facebook, you have to be a member. You have to sign up. Well, Lewis, to straighten all this out, Magic Mary will fix it out. Because Facebook is so screwed up and complicated. We're screwed up because we have to deal with all the other screwed up people. And we can't make that happen like we want to. So contact Magic Mary, straighten this out. And if you're still pissed off, we'll give you all the money back. Don't worry. But she's at letsgohelp@gmail.com. letsgohelp@gmail.com. Okay? And that's the important part. But don't worry. I mean, we're not here to make a lot of money off you. We're here to keep in business so we can keep helping people. What's the point of this? What's the point of this? Well, I'm not sure what that is. The point of me is living. I don't mind having a few more years left, and hopefully I'm shooting for about 10 or so. At 79, well, let's see. No, my dad lived to 80s. Well, yeah, so maybe I get 10 more years than him. I don't know. I'm not counting on it. I won't bet heavy on it. But what I have been doing for the last 40 or 50 years of my life is showing people what government programs are available to make their life a little easier. The government gives out almost $27,000 every year to every household. That's the average in government cash that is given to people. $27,000 every year. And the government is like a third of everything in our economy. So everybody likes to ignore the government. The rich people do not. That's right, giving away tax dollars. That's where it comes from. This is all your tax money. And in the democracy, what we do, we pay taxes. We elect some people to go decide how to spend that money. They decide to set up these programs. Bim, bam, thank you, man. And the programs sit there. Some people know, some people don't. Where do I comment? I'm on your site. What? Well, if you're on, look on the top of, Let's Go Help on Facebook or Let's Go Help 2. You'll see to apply for the September 4th grant. You want to apply for the September 4th grant. And if you can't see that, just start a new discussion and say, hey, how do I apply for the September 4th grant? Did I say September? How do I apply for the September 4th grant? That's what you want to know. And you just ask us, we'll get it to you, and you apply. Most terrifying words. I'm from the government. Yeah. Well, that can be true. If you owe a lot of fucking tax money, you're screwed. You're going to have to pay up. But actually, even if you do owe, the government has a program where you could pay only 10% of what you owe in taxes. It's called an offer in kind. Go to the IRS, look for offer in kind, and maybe you don't get 90% forgiven, but maybe I think they're the worst people in the world trying to talk to too. I mean, big organizations all have shitty parts. Small ones do too. Individuals do too. I got a lot of shitty parts of me. I'll give you some ex-wives you can talk about, talk to, and learn that. And that's life. I mean, not want to live life, and that's fine too. You have a right. That's what's neat about America. You can do anything you goddamn want. You got to pay your bills though. People find out how to do that too. And that's not good community spirit. I don't like those people that make me pay. And it's a system, and you don't like it, move. There's a lot of other countries that may be interesting. Well, there's certainly a lot of other countries that give you more of a floor and base to live off of, if you're having trouble. But that's another issue. I don't care one way or another what they do here, making the laws, good or bad, and then judge whether they're good or bad. I just want people to know, because you voted for it, you paid for it, you have a right to do it. And the people who use it are the people with a lot of money, because they're going to bleed it dry. Because they'd hire a bunch of fat cats who spend their time taking lobbyists to dinner. And there's other things you can do, and there are important things in life. If you want, like the new Biden thing, there's going to be so many job opportunities for you to get a job at $90 grand a year with no college degree. This is there now. Biden did it in the last bill, but nobody knows about it. Nobody does anything about it or whatever. It's sitting there. You want to use that. If you don't have a good paying job and you don't have a degree, you want to go right away to your local career one-stop center. You hear that? Career one-stop center. You want to go there for your county. Every county has one. You make an appointment. You talk to them about getting trained for a better job. Okay, and that's what it is. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take effort on you. They're not going to come to you. And there's even more people than there. Then you could go to 211.org. You could go findhelp.org and find nonprofit organizations that will do the same thing. Man, there's so much help out there, but it takes work on your part. Nobody teaches us how that. The only thing they teach us in America is how to spend money. Right? You need money, you go to you need something, you go to Google. And Google only wants to show you people that want your money. Tell them the oil field work is where it's at. Well, see, I don't know much about it, but they'll tell you, because they find, we pay a lot of money to people to figure out what are good jobs and what are not. And the jobs that are growing and the jobs that need people, then the government spends money to train you for free or for nothing. And even there's programs that give you money to live on while you're training, money daycare, money transportation, but it's different in every community. That's right, you have to do the work yourself. And it's not just one place. You have to contact more than one place to find out what's available for you. If you're going to only contact one place, it's not going to be very good for you. It's like getting a job. If you contacted only one person to get a job and they say, no, we're not hiring, you don't go home and sit there until they change their mind, right? You cannot do that. You own most of my books. Oh, wonderful. You're the one. Yeah, see, books are hard. Are your books in audio? Well, most of it's video now. If you go online, if you join the $20 thing, you don't have to read or listen to anything. You just tell us what you want. And then I'll show you what is the best places, where they are, how to contact them to start asking for help. The people who give the money. I can't tell you you're going to get money or not. Only the people who give out the money can. So if any on the internet is telling you you're going to get money here and there, if immigrants only had been here a few months, can you do? Yes. There's special programs just for immigrants. Too. But even it's only if you're here, depends. Every program is different, so you can't say ultimately every program is for immigrants, every program is not for immigrants. Every program is different. You have to go out and find out what's there. And when you find out what's there, don't ask for money, because there's so much there than money, and if you only ask for money, you're going to miss a lot of good stuff. So what you want to do is just ask for help. When you're contacting these organizations, if you go to letsgohelpfree.com, letsgohelpfree.com. If you go there, okay? And you download the first report. I got 7 or 8 offices there. You could call today and ask for help, but don't ask for money because you'll get stiff-armed a lot and won't get the most out of that. You call up, here's my situation, I have trouble paying bills, I have trouble getting a job, I have trouble buying a house, I have trouble this. Is there anything there that will help me that you know? See, all these people, I miss the infomercials too, made a ton of dough there. But this is more fun. Infomercials, see, was me acting like a fool and not being able to help people one-on-one like I do now. And to get that joy. That's why now with the technology of the internet, able to help you one-on-one. Before I had to pay, charge thousands and thousands of dollars. Now it's amazing what the internet has done for the kind of help I could give, and that's the greatest thing in the world to me, is being able to do that. Dental services for seniors, please. Okay, if for seniors you want to Google this, go. Area Office on Aging, Area Office on Aging, and look for that where you live. It's in every county. Call them up. There's an 800 number. They'll help you and find just for seniors. But there's other you don't have to be a senior to get this. There's other programs for anybody, a senior or not. So you may miss them. And that's when you go to Needy Meds, NEEDYMEDS.org. Needy Meds, MEDS.org, and look for dental help there, and you'll get a listing of all the free and low-cost dental programs in your state. You call them all, man. You don't say, oh, there's nothing here for me. It's too easy to say it's not for you. They're never going to go out with me. They're never going to hire me. No, you call, and if they don't hire you, you say, hey, who else do you think I could contact? Because these people get grant money to help solve your problem. You hear that? They get grant money not to make money. They're not making money from you. They are trying to find you to see how they can help you. That's right, needymeds.org. Cool. Somebody wrote that up. All right. I was just wondering about you the other day. Well, Chief, you were. I'm still alive every day. Trump still wants a big border wall. He didn't get it. Well, Trump did get a lot of things, but he's certainly taking. I'm a single man. I have 3 children. I've been working from 8 in the morning to 12. Okay, there's so many places to start. It's probably where to start. You want to know that you have all the basic programs as a caregiver and help. And the one place to go is not the area. Boy, this brain has a lot of Swiss cheese holes in it. How about 3-year books from Amazon? Right. Well, they're old. Let me help you in person on letsgohelp.com, because that's the best way. That's it. But for if you're a single mom, I think that's the biggest unsung heroes we have in our country. You're taking care of the next generation, and you're doing it alone and busting your ass to do it. You could write off more. You get more tax breaks if you raise horses than you raise children in this country, and that's a sin to me. There's just no doubt about it. That we care more for horses than our children, our next generation. So really what to do, there are 2 places I would do, because I can't think of the names offhand. I have a report. If you remember, ask for a report about raising kids. So it's a whole 30, 40 pages or where to go. But here's what to do if you don't want to do my stuff. You can do the free stuff is a lot of help. Letsgohelpfree.com. Letsgohelpfree.com. And there's a lot of good stuff for single moms there. But here's what I would do too is 211.org. and also findhelp.org. And what you want to do, 211, you could call them, and that's okay. You maybe call. But more importantly, you want to know all the programs there for children. So you just put in the keyword children, and see what you'll get is like 20 nonprofits in your city that help people with their children and raising children and things like that. They're the people you want to talk to. You want to talk to, because they know the ifs, ands, or buts. You try to read what's on the internet, you don't know what it means, I don't know what it means, and I've been studying it for 50 years. The only way you could really understand is talk to a human being. All these websites are written by artificial intelligence to deal with other artificial intelligence. So you got to find humans. You got to find humans are going to help you, not the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence maybe get you near, but it's still humans are the name of the game. And I never applied for any help. Well, if you don't have to, that's great. And more power to you. I don't like getting anyway. There are times in our life when we have to, and it's not like it wasn't. The programs are there for those times, and that's what's important about it. What is the correct way to fill out your W-2 for kids? It depends on what you want to do with the money. Here's what to do for W-2s and anything financial. Go here. Go to HUD.gov. HUD.gov. You go there, and what you do is you look for counselors. This is the HUD website, HUD.gov, and you search for counselors. And what HUD does is I give up for my outfits. Do you have any? I actually had letsgoclothes.com if you want some of this nonsense. But you go to HUD and look for counselors, and you'll see a map of the United States, and there'll be dozens of counselors in your state that give you free financial advice for free. The other people that do that too is your local county cooperative extension service. They train people for free to give you free help with financial problems, whether it's how to do your W-2, whether it's how to get rid of your credit card debt. All those things are free. Don't go to Google, baby. Don't go to Google. It's going to cost you. Yeah, we can still buy your books. Nah, books are out. You don't want that. I haven't done a book in 10, 15 years. And it's all online. Better. We give live training. But also we do the research. You don't have to read anything. I sent you a book. 1,000 pages. What the hell did you do? Nobody did anything. And now you can ask us a question. Where do I get help to start a business? Okay? We'll show you the people to call in your area that will sit down with you for free and explain all the programs that are available for you to start a business. Now, wouldn't you want that? Instead of trying to read all this shit yourself? At least I would. So why wouldn't you? And that's the name of the game. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I got to go back, and what I do now the rest of the day will be answering questions. I sit down, I go to our groups. I get dozens of questions every day, and I think through what I know. And what's fun about that to me, I don't know what I know until you ask me. I didn't know I knew that. And then I get you the website, tell you who to talk to, what to say, and then those that I can't get off my top of my head, then I learn, I grow. You asking me a question makes me grow. To go find something new, and that's what a joy to this is for me. Okay, so help me grow. I want to keep growing. I think that's the way to keep away from the graveyard is to keep growing your mind and body. I'm going to finish walking my 6 miles, go back, and then work on my brain and try to learn new stuff so I can help you. And because it's nothing better in life I'd rather do for the rest of my life. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to do that. Now, how do you turn this thing off?